It's a fairly quiet night in markets and a little bit mixed in terms of how things went. By that I mean that shares in Asia and in Europe were positive and looked like they had quite a reasonable trading session. In the US, their shares are down slightly. For foreign exchange, the night was also fairly quiet. The New Zealand dollar pushed up towards 73 cents against the US dollar, but it failed to crack through that level and is down back closer to 72 cents at the moment. Against the Australian dollar, we've come back down towards 78 cents, so we're revisiting the lows that we saw last week and fairly weak on that cross. So a bit of a mixture, strong against the US, but weak against the Australian dollar. Overall, it's a fairly quiet session for foreign exchange markets. One of the big movers was oil prices, and they were part of the reason behind that US share market decline. Oil prices are off about $1.50 a barrel, and that's really reflecting fairly adequate supply right now, and inventory levels are quite high at a time when demand's only slowly recovering. That's really a bit of a byproduct of the global recession still. There's plenty of oil supply around. In terms of economic releases, we saw producer prices out in Eurozone, and there's certainly not a pricing pressure coming from producer prices, and they're down significantly on year-ago levels. Other data included the US ADP employment report, which showed that the US economy is still shedding jobs. The main report for the labour market in the States comes out on Friday night. That's the non-farm payrolls report. And from that report, we get the US unemployment rate, which is expected to remain over 10%. The other data we're waiting for is the European Central Bank interest rate announcement. They're expected to remain on hold when they make that announcement tonight. For New Zealand exporters, the main thing we've been looking at the moment is the exchange rate. In terms of prices, the big news was, of course, the global dairy trade auction early in the week, which was pleasing. For other commodities, it's a little bit mixed. We saw those oil prices softening, with oil down $1.50 a barrel or so, but gold prices were actually quite strong and pressing through 1,200 US again, so very high prices there.